$100 Canadian, that's what we have to spend in Vancouver, Canada. Today, I'm Michael, the channel's Downey Live, and I'm gonna show you 3 meals, activities, transportation, and hotel that you can get in Vancouver for just $100. Now I know what you're thinking, Michael, isn't the average price of a hotel in Vancouver $150 a night? The answer is yes, but we're staying in a very low-rated hotel because everything we're doing today is going to total $100. I'm Michael, the channel's Downey Live. Let's get started. Welcome to Vancouver. We've just arrived at the YVR International Airport. I'm not actually traveling today, I live in Vancouver, but for your sake, in case you're arriving, you'll pick up your bag from the baggage carousel. We've got to head into town on the least expensive way possible, which is the SkyTrain. Now I'd just like to remind you, I live in Vancouver, I'm not traveling because we do have a travel ban, but I kind of figure this video will come out in the future, hopefully when we can travel again. And if you're from Vancouver and you want to see more videos about Vancouver, well, I'll link it up there and enjoy. So once you find the SkyTrain station, you're gonna wanna get this, a day pass to use TransLink all over the city. We have a fantastic system with SkyTrain, buses, and a C-Bus, and we're gonna use all 3 of those today. So you're gonna come to this machine here and you're gonna get yourself a day pass. It's normally $10.50 anywhere in the city, but when you buy it at the airport, there's a $5 surcharge, so it'll be $15.50. It should then very easily scan in. There we go. It should very easily scan in, and then you just wait for your train. And our first stop today is gonna be breakfast. And since we've already spent over 10% of what we have to spend today, I'm gonna take you to the cheapest place in town for breakfast. So we're here at Bonds off Broadway for $2.95 breakfast. The sign says, home of the best breakfast in the city, which I think is a bold claim considering your breakfast is $2.95, but they could probably say best breakfast for the price or best breakfast for $2.95. Anyway, let's head inside and check it out. I've actually never been here before. Very traditional diner style coffee. Gotta tell you, this place is a lot busier than I expected, and I really like the decor in here. And service was spot on immediately. The hats are like totally waterproof, which was great in this rain. Don't forget, you can still get them. All proceeds goes to a counseling fund for people who can't afford it. So it's a good mental health support cause, and link down below. Wow, wow, thank you. Holy cow. Toast, eggs, hash browns, sausage for $2.95. And when I say the whole restaurant is decorated like this, I mean the whole restaurant. I really like it though. You gotta go out the back. Well, that was Bonds off Broadway, and that is highly recommended by me. That was delicious, and the amount of food you got for $2.95 was incredible. Food, coffee, taxes, everything came to $5.75. It can't beat that. All right, we're off to a good start. Let's head to our first activity and get a better sense of the city. And this is Queen Elizabeth Park. It's pretty much in the center of Vancouver and actually sits at one of the highest points in Vancouver. And it used to be an old quarry, which is why this beautiful garden is sunk into the ground and surrounded by this beautiful rock wall. In fact, it was actually in 1939 when King George VI came to visit that he announced it would be named after his wife, Queen Elizabeth. Hence, Queen Elizabeth Park. But on top of the beautiful quarry gardens, Queen Elizabeth Park offers so much more, including a duck pond, fields, sports courts, that's tennis, hockey, basketball, also pitch and putt golf, there's lawn bowling. And keep an eye out for hidden artwork throughout the gardens, like this one called Love in the Rain, which I really like because not only is it a place to lock your love locks, but also they don't want you throwing away your keys into the gardens. So they have a spot right here for you to dispose of your keys. And I guess they'll make sure your love lasts forever. I'm still looking for a hotel that's gonna fit our budget. Under $100 and still allow for everything else is not easy. Okay, I just found the cheapest hotel in the city. $55, that's well within our budget. It is in the worst neighborhood in the country. I don't feel good about it, but it's the only one that's gonna work in our budget. I booked it. Check-in's at 3. We'll see. Let's go get lunch. Now we're going for lunch in North Vancouver. So we're gonna go here into Waterfront Station, which is this beautiful old heritage building. It's the Canadian Pacific Railway terminus. Well, no longer, but it's now a transit hub in Vancouver downtown. So we're gonna jump on the C bus, take that to North Van, and get some grub. Now when you come through the station, you're gonna see these that says next C bus in this case, 3.5 minutes. And it's quite a long walk, so it's good to check on that in case you need to rush to catch it. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. Once you get off the C bus, walk to the end to the bus exchange, turn right, and you'll come across the Lonsdale Quay Market. Inside is a number of booths, restaurants, shops, anything you can dream of to eat for lunch, they have it. Well, I got a vegetarian Thai dish for $10, plus tax was $10.50, and it comes with a great view. It's very good, but I might have been a little overzealous on the spiciness. Once you got lunch at the Lonsdale Quay Market, don't be afraid to wander around. This is a newly redeveloped area called the Shipyards. It's very pretty, but it does still have the best view of Vancouver. Wander around, take it in, enjoy it. You've already paid for your transit fare, so you might as well zip over on the C bus. But now we're gonna head back to Vancouver. Now that we're back downtown, I want to show you like a museum or art gallery or something like that, but they're all closed due to COVID. So I'm going to show you, if this is your first time in Vancouver, somewhere that always gets recommended is Gastown and Chinatown, because they're kind of close to where our hotel is. One thing to know if you are walking around downtown for quite a while, at Victory Square here, there are public washrooms, just in case. Because you know, when nature calls, you want to be able to find a phone. In this case, it's the washroom. Now, the way you'll know you're in Chinatown is the street lampposts have gone from black to red, and then they have Chinese characters on the street signs as well as a dragon on top. And you'll likely pass through the large archway on your way in. Vancouver sits on the territory of the Musqueam, Squamish, and the Tsleil-Waututh nations. But what I think is important to remember is the fact that many Chinese immigrants lost their lives while building the railway to connect Canada from east to west. And I think keeping Chinatown the way it is a way to protect the heritage of those who gave their lives to make Vancouver what it is. Let's go explore it. I should add that while it's a beautiful part of town, it's probably not the best place to walk alone at night. It's shocking to look around at this and think that this was the heart of the high-end shopping district in the 1930s, 40s, 50s, and now it's come to this, full of people, good people, that are just having a really tough time in life. Speaking of don't walk alone at night, today we are staying in the worst neighborhood in Canada because we had such a small budget for accommodation. This is the infamous East Hastings Street where every business has bars on it. What's that? You do? Oh, you do? That's awesome, he watches it. Small town, but nonetheless, we're staying here at the Hotel Patricia tonight. Used to be a renowned hotel here in Vancouver until the neighborhood sort of went downhill, but they've cleaned it up and we're gonna check it out. Thanks for saying hi. It's not so much a dangerous neighborhood, but there's a lot of mental health and addiction problems down here. It just makes it not a good place to be at night. So I wouldn't normally recommend it, but it's the only place that fits our budget. Hi there. Checking in. The hotel was built in 1913 and originally had 180 rooms with one bathroom on each floor, communal bathrooms. They've since been updated to each have a bathroom in each of their rooms. And it looks like I'm at the end of the hall. And that is why the toilet and shower are in what looks like a closet and the sink is out in the room because they were updated in 1984. And this is it. Should we look at our view? See what we look out onto? Oh. It's probably best that way. Pretty small, pretty basic, but it's very clean. Looks like it'll do for the night. Oh no. I think there's enough evidence here to know there are bed bugs here. I'm not making that up. If you know about bed bugs, you know about the spots in the corners of the sheets. It's on both corners near the headboard. Traditional. Oh my gosh, look at this. Oh my god, right here. It won't focus, but that's a big bug. So while I live in Vancouver, I don't have to sleep here. I'm gonna go home, sleep there instead of here. But we're not gonna end this video on a low note. We're gonna go for dinner and I'm gonna show you one of my favorite free activities to do in Vancouver. Yeah, just, I don't recommend this for you. Yeah, I guess this proves you can't come to Vancouver and spend just $100. You must spend $100 on accommodation and then everything else. It's just what you gotta do. It's an expensive city. You cannot get accommodation, activities, food, and all in one for 100. We came so close. That was the only spot in town. We're gonna jump on the bus here, take it down Hastings Street for dinner. Now we're in the entertainment district of Granville Street, and we're gonna head inside to El Furniture Warehouse, where everything on the menu is under $8. Well, cheers to coming along today. Falafel burger, fries, less than $8. Well, that was a tasty little burger to hold me over until we can get to our next stop, which is Gastown, the most historic part of Vancouver, the oldest part of Vancouver. It's crazy to think that just 1 block away from East Hastings Street is this beautiful cobbled street, Water Street. Gastown is a popular tourist destination because of all the lights at night, the history that it brings, and along with it, it's a very popular spot, is the steam clock, which is run by steam, which is pumped through these sewers, through the whole city to make the sewers kind of keep them clean and flowing. Captured the steam from that, it ticks the clock, and then every 15 minutes, it lets out a steam chime or a whistle. So we're about to see that now. I know I'm home now, but I'm not ready to give up. We're gonna go out, we're gonna finish tonight with a bang. But we've learned 2 things. The first is that you can't survive in Vancouver on just $100 plus a toonie and a loonie, but also that you shouldn't. And maybe look into other ways like Airbnb or a hostel if you are tightly budgeted. Otherwise, spend a little more, it'll be well worth it. And with that, if you're new to the channel, I do adventures here every single Saturday. I'm Mike, the channel is Downey Live. You can subscribe by clicking on my face. And otherwise, I don't know where I'm going next, but I know I want you there with me. So let's go check out the 9 o'clock gun, my favorite place in the city.